Welcome to my channel. And how is everything around you? Today I will be presenting to you another working strategy that works well on any time frame. I have combined few indicators together, and make sure you watch the video to the end. The download link for this particular strategy is in the video description. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly make sure you do so and like my video. That's all I need from you. Do give me that thumb up. Thank you if you have done that. Now let's move on to today's strategy. And let me show you how I use this particular strategy so that you can use it also. This is 1 hour chart on gold, and you can change it to any time frame we want anyway. But let me explain the simple strategy how to use these particular indicators that I have combined together. And number one indicator is this support indicator. This is number one indicator, and this is number two, and this is number three indicator that we're going to make use of. So the other indicator here is just a symbol changer. So I'm going to show you how to use this particular strategy. And the last indicator here is this London breakout boss that we have here. It's just an additional trading indicator, not necessary combined with this strategy that I want to explain to you now. I just put it there. So let's move on and explain how to use this particular strategy. So number one thing you have to look out for is to look for this indicator, this support and resistance indicator. This one, which is number one. Once you have this indicator on the chart, the next thing you are going to look for is to look for this number two and see if it crosses below the zero line. If it crosses below this, the line I drew here is 50 line, but we actually have a zero line on this particular indicator. If it crosses below it, then your signal is confirmed. And number three is to wait for this indicator also to give you, to turn from lime to red. Once you have it, then you have a complete confirmation from this particular strategy. You have complete confirmation. 1, 2, 3 is in agreement. Then you can place your order at this particular point. You can place your order at this particular point where we have all the indicators in agreement. This is below the 50 line, this is red. Then you can place your trade, and your stop loss will just be few pips above the previous high, just few pips above the previous high, and you can ride the trend, or you wait until either this cross above or this turn give us opposite signal, or you it hits your take profit. So all depends on you. You have different way to determine your take profit. We have different way, and make sure you trade your profit also as you trade this particular strategy. It is simple strategy, and anyone can use it. Anyone can use this particular strategy. And this indicator that gives us this support and resistance where the market will likely turn. Sometimes it might repaint, but if it repaints, you are going to see the something like star here. At this point, we have something like star here. At this particular point, we have a star here, telling us that that particular signal disappear, but despite the fact that it disappear, it still give us a little profit before it turn in another direction. So this is a good strategy that you can use to trade. And let's check the history and see how this particular strategy works. Let's check the history and see how it works. This is it on 15-minute time frame, and this is good. Here we have sell here. This was in agreement, and you place your trade. We have good right here. Here is a set signal, though late in the night, but if you are still awake and you place this particular trade, just small pips before it turns again. And here is another winning signal that was generated, confirmed by the three indicators, and you place your trade also, you write it also. And here is another set signal. This is an agreement, this is agreement, then you write your trend. So this is how to use this particular strategy. You can use it even on 1 minute time frame, and here is it on 1 minute. Very good. It is good to use it on 1 minute also. Here we have this set signal at this particular point. We have the set signal here at this particular point. We have set signal here. This was in agreement, and this was also in agreement also. So at this point you place your trade where we have everything in agreement. And then next we have a buy signal here generated. Here we have buy here. This cross above 50 at this point, and this turn to green, to lime green at this point, and you ride the trend. Here is a good ride indeed. And another thing you can do, you can combine different time frame together. If you want to scalp, you can come back to check the 15-minute time frame, see the direction, and come back to 1 minute to scalp. In 15 minutes we are in the uptrend, and you come back to 1 minute to place the same trend. Here is a sell on the lower time frame, on 1 minute time frame, but you are not going to take that if you want to trade only in the direction of 15 minutes alone. But if you want to trade both signal, you can do it on 1 minute without putting into consideration the higher time. All depends on you. Just know what works for you and stick to it. There's no need for you to be changing your strategy or the way you trade every day. Just make sure you master it and trade accordingly. And here we have a set signal here that was generated. A set signal was generated here at this particular point. We have sell here. At this point we have this cross, and at this point this is red also. So at this point you can place your trade. We have everything in agreement at this particular point, so you can ride the trend. So this is how to use this particular strategy. You can use it on any time frame at all. You can use it. It is good for you to use. It is good. So if you check other pairs also, let me check my favorite pairs like US30, and let's see how it plays out on this particular indices also. So at this point we have this signal. This indicator gave us signal, but it disappeared, but it left us something to know that we have a signal that was generated around this particular, around this point. If you look at it closely, we have a star like a scissors at this particular point. Tell us that one signal was generated here, though if you look at it closely, you are not going to enter that particular trade, because the other indicator here did not give us a signal at that particular point. It didn't give us signals at that particular point. And here is it, this turned to green. This give us that scissors before it disappeared, and this only gave us a confirm it at this point. But once at the point that this turned to upside, to the upper side above 50 level, this changed to red. So it was no longer an agreement, and so you are not going to place this particular trade, and it played out well on this particular pairs also. This indices US30, and if you look at this area very closely, you find out that we have let me enlarge it a bit. We have something like star at this particular point, at this particular like scissors, that gave us a set signal before it disappeared. So once it disappeared, you are going to see that scissors to know that a signal was generated around this point but didn't go immediately in the direction that it was predicted. And later we have these two indicators in agreement that gave us a confirmation that we can enter this particular trade. Though this disappeared, but we can still enter, and the stop loss is going to be few pips above the previous side. So this is how to use this particular strategy. If you look at it closely, you find out that it gives us a good signal. So you can use this indicator or the indicator here, this strategy, as a standalone, or you add it to what you have already. So I do not want to keep this video longer than usual. Just make sure you watch the video to the end and follow it the way I explain. Make sure the three indicators are in agreement before you place your trade. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and do give me that thumb up. There's another indicator I attach on the indicator window that I'm not using this particular strategy. If you want it, I can send it to you. And here is it. Here is the indicator that I added also. This indicator, this particular indicator. Once a total line is in agreement, then you place your trade. Red is set. But why I do not explain, or why I didn't add it to this particular strategy, is like it's lag behind a bit. But if you like it that way, then you can use it. Here we have all the two indicators, this and this, give us a buy, the three indicator here, but this later confirm it a bit late. It turns to lime color here at this particular point for a buy. And here we have a buy for a buy here. Then we have sell here. This did not confirm this signal until after this particular point. So if you are still okay by it, you can use it. So I'm going to include it in this particular strategy. And here you see it, we have buy here, but this did not confirm it until this particular point. So at this point, you can use it also. You can use it to confirm this particular strategy. It's a good indicator also, and I'm going to add it as a bonus to everyone that watched the video to the end. So just chat me up or put it on the comment. I watched the video to the end. If you did, then I'm going to send it to you. If not, I'm not going to send it. So this is how to use this particular strategy. Till I come your way again, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and give me that thumb up. Now let me show you the setting for this particular Now let me show you the setting for every indicator that I attach on the screen here. The first indicator is this support and resistance indicator, and the values are this. We have SR at 3. Just make sure you pause the video and enter it accordingly. Enter it accordingly. If you want to turn this on to true, please, you can do that, but I do not use it on this particular strategy, and that's why I do not turn it to true. So just check if everything is okay, then click OK and move on to the next one. Then the other one I attached, I'm not using, and I'm not going to include it in this strategy, is a Asian breakout indicator. So there's no need for me to explain it. The other indicator here also is this symbol changer that give us this as you can see here, the particular the symbol changer, this is where we enter all the pairs that we want to monitor and enter the file. I'll be explaining this on nearly all my video, and that's why I'm not going to do that right now. And if you check and everything is okay, just click OK also. So this is how to use this particular indicator. Then I added this Ignashi indicator to this particular strategy. The white bar you see here, candle, is Ignashi indicator, and the red for sell is the same Ignashi indicator. So you can add it, just attach it. There's nothing to change except the color if you want to change the color. Beside that, you don't need to change any other thing. So the other color here at the indicator window is a see winner indicator, and these are the settings. Just make sure you enter it accordingly. Also, just pause the video and enter it. This is what I'm using, and you can play with it also. And this level, you can add it to it. The 50 level here, you can add it to it at this particular point. You can add it, and if you want to add other value, you can do the same thing here. And if it is 0 level you want to use, you can change this to 0 instead of 50 that I use on the video. So let me just show you how it's going to change. Yes, just it give us at the 0 level here, as I explained, at the 0 level. So let's check the other indicators that I use. The last indicator here was see winners trend, and here at the value also 8110110. Then the color, so you can change it if you don't like the color I'm using. Then click OK. And the last indicator I say I'm going to use as a bonus is this indicator also, and this is the value that I use. The RSI is 21. Then the bull level, if it's above 50 level, is buy, and it's going to turn to green. You are going to see this lime color. It's going to turn to green here, and the above 50 is buy, and below is bear level. Below this 50 is bear level. Above it here is buy, below is bear. But you are going to wait for the color to either change to red or lime green before you use it. So just click OK if you are done with your setting. So this is just the indicators that I use and the setting. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and give me that thumb up if you've not done so. Till I come your way again, I remain your fellow trader, Joe, and bye for now.